Keep it going, come on. Energy. Good to see you, Bono. How are you doing? Good to see you, mate. You okay? Good to see you.
Very good. Will I speak now? Bonjour. Je m'appelle Bono. Je suis une rockstar. Well, was a rock star. Now I'm an opening act for some number crunching people backstage. And that's as it should be. President Macron is back there arm wrestling anyone who walks by, including myself, as you might have heard from Bill Gates. This is where Peter Sand's banking background really comes into focus. Yes, this is all about adding, apparently. And I just want to say this conference, we only need to count to 14. Is that correct? We're going to count to 14. That's what we need. That's what we need. So, okay, we have to. Because in the end, these are not just numbers. These are people like Amanda. They're people like little Lubun, who's there with Connie. All of you, you know, who've been through this. Des femmes incroyables. At One and Red, we're working for these people because where you live should not decide whether you live. Can we agree on that in the conference today? Where you live cannot decide whether you live. Do we agree with that in the conference today?
We do.
Yes. So, maybe this is the time to talk about the moment we're in the world, because this Replenishment conference is not just about saving millions of lives, which is a preposterous privilege, but this conference is about something more than that in this moment that we live. This is a demonstration of the world we want to see. We are putting down a marker for the cynics and the doubters, for the new populists, the new nativists, and the old entitled thugs. You peddle despair, we offer some hope. You peddle division, we offer some unity. And you demonize the other. We enlarge the concept of neighbor and neighborhood. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. These people, they would have international cooperation on its knees, and they're giving it a kicking. Well, this is where we kick back. Is that so? Amen. Now, we know there are some problems that no one country can solve, but every country will be impacted if we don't. Whether it's climate change, gender equality, eradicating these 3 diseases, so much is at stake. With the climate crisis, our very civilization is at stake. That is why we really appreciate the leadership of France and President Macron. Ask Gail Force-Smith. At the One campaign, we have no problem kicking the asses of politicians who don't live up to their promises. We've no problem kissing their asses if they come through. Actually, I prefer kicking some ass. As a rock star, it's a better look, and I'm better at it. But right now, it has to be said, if you want to know what leadership looks like, it looks like Emmanuel Macron. Whether in Lyon or on the world stage, we need him. He's not just fighting for the lives of these vulnerable people in far-off places. He's fighting for our humanity much closer to home. Our civilizedness is at stake. Our ability to be civilized. It's a very thin layer, it would appear. The French should be proud. The French people themselves are leaders in HIV. Every French person, whether they know it or not, is an AIDS activist. Merci, France. And it was fun hanging out with Solidaires last night. Merci, nos amis, votre activiste aide. Merci, aide. And yeah, There's leadership at all levels here in France. Be proud. So, before the Global Fund got started, just to sum up, before the Global Fund got started, 15,000 euros a year for the medication, 15 pills a day. Now, it's 75 euros a year and 2 pills a day. We know how to fight HIV/AIDS. The epidemiology is clear. We have no excuses. We have the tools, and we have to use them. Because for 14 million people with AIDS who can't get the medicine that will save their lives, this is still an emergency. For 14 million people, it's still San Francisco in 1985. For 14 million people, it's still Johannesburg in the year 2000. And this just, I cannot get out of my head. Today, every day, 850 women and girls get HIV. 850 women and girls are still getting HIV. I'll tell you the real emergency, if we don't think that's an emergency. That's an emergency. Okay. Okay. So, 14 million lives are in our hearts. 14 billion is the number we have in our minds now. If we get there, we can celebrate this evening. But whether we get there or not, we go back to work. Impossible n'est pas français. Vive la France.
Thank you very much.